Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here. Today I'm going to be filming my April favourites. I love filming my favourites every single month, and today is no exception. So I'm going to talk about some of my favourites from the month of April. So my favourite book of the month you will see next week in my wrap up, but I did want to quickly mention this one because it was an amazing book. To be honest, I had a really great reading month in terms of the amount of 5-star books that I read, so it was really difficult for me to narrow it down to just the one of my favourites, but I went with Wonder by R.J. Palacio in the end. This is a book that I've heard so many people talking about, and for very good reason, because this follows a boy named August Pullman who has a severe facial deformity. He was born with it, and it's about him starting school for the first time and dealing with the people around him and just going through his life and being judged and kind of how he gets through it. And I absolutely love this book. It's such a wonderful read. I really need to I need to watch the film. Kaz from Cats and Camera and I actually buddy read this book, and it was a wonderful experience. We're actually buddy reading another one in the month of May, which if I link my May TBR down below you can see, because I'm doing the mental health-a-thon, and I very much enjoyed reading this one, and I need to, like I said, watch the movie and see what I think about that. But yeah, this was a great read and definitely a favourite of mine of the month. So my favourite film of the month was actually Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. This was a rewatch. I watched this so much when I was a kid, and I rewatched it on Netflix because it's now on Netflix, and oh my god, it's a brilliant musical. It's definitely an underrated one. I think a lot of people talk about musicals and this one's not mentioned that much, but I loved Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and the child capture is also terrifying, but some of the songs in it are just wonderful, and yeah, I can just sing along and I absolutely love it, like I said. So yeah, definitely a favourite of the month. My favourite TV show of the month, I've watched quite a few different ones, but my favourite has definitely been Rizzoli and Isles, which is based on a book series that is done by Tess Gerritsen, which a lot of you will know that I love reading, and I always talk about Rizzoli and Isles in general, and I've never seen the TV show before. Now, I haven't been able to watch the first couple of seasons just because they didn't tape on the TV, and I think I'm on season 4 at the moment, and although I haven't watched the first ones, and hopefully I will get to at some point, I don't think it's kind of affected me too much because I've read the book, so I kind of know some of the backstory. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It's honestly so wonderful, and yeah, I can't wait to continue on with the book series and also to watch more of the episodes because they are brilliant. If you don't know, Rizzoli and Isles, Jane Rizzoli is a detective, and Maura Isles is a forensic, Maura Isles is a medical examiner who does like the autopsy, so together they sort of solve crimes and figure out who did it, and yeah, it's wonderful. I absolutely love it. So there were 3 songs that I really enjoyed this month. The first one is the song Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. It comes from the movie A Star Is Born, which I've still not watched, but that song gets me every time. I absolutely love it. It's a brilliant, brilliant listen, and yeah, it has one of those things, like it really just stands out to me, and I absolutely love it. I think it's incredible. Next up is All I Got by Newton Faulkner. Newton Faulkner is a really different music artist. I don't think there's anyone else really like him. Actually, my boyfriend introduced him to me a few years ago. Well, I had heard one of his songs before, but the song All I Got is just my favourite at the moment. I really love listening to it. He has a really, really nice voice, and I just think it's really like mellow and quite chilled, and I absolutely love him. And the final song that I want to talk about is Break Your Heart by Tayo Cruz. You all know that I like to mix up the old songs and the new ones, and Break Your Heart is probably like 10 years old at this point. I actually don't know how old it is, but I absolutely love it. It's just one of those songs that gets stuck in your head for days, and yeah, it just makes me really happy when I listen to it, so definitely one to check out if you haven't seen already, but I'm sure you have. My 3 favourite YouTubers of the month that aren't BookTubers. The first one is Melanie Murphy, who is an Irish fashion, beauty, lifestyle vlogger. She talks a lot about LGBT because she's bisexual, and she's just really, really fun to watch. She's really open, and I don't know, she just gives off this amazing aura. I just love watching her. Her accent is beautiful, and yeah, I just can't stop watching her videos. It doesn't matter what she's talking about, I want to continue watching. So yeah, definitely a favourite of mine. The next one I wanted to talk about is Emma from Brummy Mummy of 2. Emma is wonderful. I've watched her for a while. I saw her originally on Louise Pentland's channel. Most of you probably know Louise Pentland, formerly Sprinkle of Glitter. She has been one of my favourites for a really long time, and Emma is actually a friend of hers. And yeah, there's just something about Emma's channel. She's just really bubbly, really happy, and she has 2 kids. She doesn't always do things about children, but she does sometimes. She loves mugs, girl after my own heart. And yeah, I just think she's one of those people. Recently I watched a video that she did where she went to the only tea orchard in this country, and she kind of talks about making a cup of tea and making her own type of tea. And yeah, I just love her. I think she's amazing, and I can't stop watching her videos. And the final YouTuber that's not a booktuber that I want to talk about is Sophie Louise. Now, Sophie is a channel that I have watched for a while, but she's just so personable. She makes really unique videos that not many other people make. Like, I think yesterday, a lot of people have been doing the videos talking about, like, going through my day based on Instagram, like what people tell her on Instagram and stuff like that. But she did one the other day where she did her day alphabetically, and I just thought that was really, really interesting. Yeah, she's really, really creative, and she does some really kind of fun and out of the box videos, and I think that's amazing. So yeah, definitely a favourite of mine. Next up is my favourite booktubers of the month, and I've discovered 2 amazing new channels this month and 1 oldie but goldie. My favourite newer ones are Nicole from I Read Past My Bedtime is my first favourite. I love Nicole's channel. I think she's really sassy and just great, and she just makes me laugh. She's got one of those personalities that just really shines. She's part of my WhatsApp group with the Bookwormies, and I just love her. She's really supportive, she's really great, and she always watches my videos, and I just think she's amazing. Definitely go and check out her channel because I don't think you'll regret it. Next up is a new channel that only started this month, and this is one of my favourites. This is Emily from Novelle Novel. Emily also has a blog, and she's just started making booktube videos. I met her through Charlie Brick because she's actually Charlie's sister, and I just love Emily's channel. She's just taken to it so well, and I just love listening to everything that she has to say. Definitely go and check her out, guys. I know she's only just started, but she does deserve all of the likes and the follows, and yeah, I just think she's amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to see what more she has to put out in the future. And then the final booktube favourite is a booktuber who I have talked about a number of times on my channel. In fact, probably like every video I mention her, but I've never actually mentioned her in a favourites video as one of my favourite booktubers, and I thought that has to change. So today I'm obviously talking about Nicole from A Beautiful Chaos of Books. This month Nicole has done an amazing thing, and she's organised a readathon which is going to be taking place in the month of May, which is the mental health-a-thon that I mentioned earlier. I'll link my TBR for that down below because that went up at the beginning of the week. I'm really excited. I think it's a wonderful thing, and Nicole has always been one of my favourite booktubers because she reads thrillers, which obviously I'm always going to be there for that. But on top of that, she makes so many creative videos, and every video she puts out, I never can like predict what's coming. I always am surprised, and it's always something completely different, completely new, and something that people just haven't done before. And I think for that she needs to be commended. You need to watch her videos. She's getting close to 2,000 subscribers, so we need to get her there, guys, because like I said, she's definitely worth it. I love Nicole, and yes, I hope that you go and watch her videos because like I said, she's amazing. And then last up is 3 of the YouTube videos that I've watched this month that I particularly have stood out to me, and yeah, I wanted to talk about them. So the first one is a video by the booktuber Emma Rose. I've collaborated with Emma Rose before, and I absolutely love her. She did a video reviewing the book After. Now, I have not read the book, but I'd heard some really problematic things and some things about the book where it's just not good for, like, I don't know, like it's not a good role model, the girl in the book, and I just had some really negative things. So when I saw that Emma had posted this video, I really trust her, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and check it out, and I'm really glad I did. The way that Emma talked about it, she was very succinct. She really went into detail without kind of overdoing it, so that you didn't get bored thinking like, well, I haven't read this, so. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I think Emma's amazing, and yeah, this video was definitely a stand-up for me. So yeah, check it out if you are interested in the book but you don't know if you want to read it. The next one I want to talk about is the Friday Reads video by Julie from The Hungry Bookworm. Julie is another one of my favourite channels. I absolutely love her, and she did a Friday Reads video where she was outside in her garden and it was a beautiful day, and I just loved listening to her talk in such a beautiful setting. And yeah, I mean, I'll watch any Julie video to be honest, but this particular one just really kind of, I don't know, made me happy. So yeah, I really wanted to mention that one too. I'll link that video obviously down below as well. And then the final video that I wanted to talk about is a tag video that Kaz from Cats and Camera did, which was the Spring Has Sprung book tag. I did the same tag a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't actually mention in that video that Kaz tagged me, because I didn't realise until after I'd already filmed it that not only was I tagged by Nicole from A Beautiful Chaos of Books, but I was also tagged by Kaz from Cats and Camera. So as I said, I wanted to mention her. I also really wanted to say that Kaz and I, like I said at the beginning of the video, did a buddy read this month and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. It's been one of my favourite experiences, and we're doing another one this month which I'm really excited about. But like I said, Kaz is one of my favourites, and that video, I really enjoyed her answers to the Spring Has Sprung book tag, so yeah, I definitely want you all to go and check it out because it was great. There you have it guys, that is my favourites from the month of April. I hope that you've had a great month. Let me know what some of your favourites were down below. In fact, down below, let me know what was your favourite booktuber of the month. Who is your favourite? I need some more recommendations, so let me know. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye guys!